One of the films that I think just about all of us are really looking forward to watching is It Chapter 2. This thing looks bonkers. All the way back in April at CinemaCon, they showed Rob and I the first bit of footage from it, and everybody ate it up. There have now been 2 trailers. The most recent trailer, I'll tell you straight up, the most recent trailer for It Chapter 2 very well could be my favorite trailer to a horror movie ever. Now, I'm not the world's biggest horror guy, but I don't think I've ever seen a trailer to a horror film that I've enjoyed more than this most recent It Chapter 2 trailer. Now, to nobody's surprise, the MPAA has just come out and given its official rating. And for the 1% of you out there who put some money down on that would be a PG-13, you lost your money, because it is indeed going to be rated R. But what I'm curious about, and what caught my attention, was not so much that it's going to be rated R, but what it's being rated R for. From our friends over at Cinema Blend, they've quoted this from the MPAA. It Chapter 2 will be rated R for disturbing violence content and bloody images throughout. That word "throughout" is a big key to me. Bloody images throughout, pervasive language, and crude sexual material.
Sign me up.
Disturbing violent content, bloody images throughout, pervasive language, and crude sexual material. Is there anything they even remotely came close to leaving out there? I'm not sure. I think they covered all their bases there. Rob, look, let's be clear. We were expecting to see an R rating from It Chapter 2. That was pretty much a foregone conclusion, but it sounds like they're throwing everything in this thing. Are you surprised to hear about how much stuff is going to be in there, or do you think this is par for the course right now? Understand he's coming from Andy Muschietti.
No, I think this is what I would call a horror movie. You know, sexual, bloody violence. I mean, not together necessarily, but language, gore, frights. Isn't that what we want in our horror films? I mean, it's It after all, and anyone who's read the book knows there's a lot of that. I think it's interesting that, as a matter of fact, that we don't get more. I mean, I want more R-rated horror movies with horrible, bloody, disgusting violence throughout, crude sexual imagery, bad language, and just overall just awesomeness.
Because these things are what awesomeness is. Chris, you're hearing about all this laundry list. Any of that surprise you at all? Do you think maybe they're just pushing it further, or was this exactly what we should have been expecting anyway?
Oh, first of all, it's not awesomeness for me. Y'all know how much I hate horror movies. Oh gosh. I mean, this is exactly what the book is, though. And if you've read the book, just like Rob was saying, it's incredibly gory and horrifying. And we're also, from what I've heard, taking a lot of the stuff we were missing kind of in It Part 1, a lot of that history, a lot of the backstory, a lot of things that happened to the kids, and in between all of those other kind of It sightings. So we're getting more of that history thrown to this one. So there's definitely a lot more potential for all of those gory moments and a lot of weird sexual stuff that Stephen King wrote when he was on so much cocaine.
And or as Rob would call it, awesome stuff. All right, guys, listen. We want to know what you guys think. Are you at all surprised about the laundry list of stuff this thing's getting its R rating for? Or are you like, come on, this is exactly what we should have been expecting? Jump on down. It doesn't excite you. I got it. Well, Rob, it gets him a lot more excited. I cannot wait to see this thing. Jump on down in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.